Hello, Professor and class. This is Roberta, and this is my American culture reaction video. Um, the first part is Nakarumi displayed very aggressive and extreme behavior. To me, somewhat like a savage behavior. However, this I'm sure comes from not being much known about the practice things about the rituals that they did. From my viewpoint, it is though that they believe themselves to be masters of sorcery, magic, maybe even witchcraft. So that was something that I learned. I also found it interesting that, and somewhat spooky, that Narasima is America spelled backwards. Comparing Narasima to the American culture is really not that difficult, as the similarities um, are present. Example, their shrine rooms can be related to our modern bathrooms. Pretty much everything that's conveyed in this article screams American. Pretty much they carry out a lot of rituals like Narasima did. We bathe, we shave, we shower, we do all that stuff. Maybe not to the extreme as Narasima, but one can see those similarities. From an outside observer, technology can be seen something that affects American culture today, a lot with our youth especially. It's a very high influential platform. Our obsession for smart devices, instant virtual reality interactions may seem disrespectful to other cultures and may take away from the personal feel of face-to-face communication. It is quite distracting in the 20th century, and it is definitely the digital age that we live in. It's without a doubt a ritual here in America. Where would we be without technology? I wake up every morning, I read emails, I do social media, I check my kids' email, I check the platforms for school grades, things like that. This is every day throughout the day. You see people walking around with their eyes glued to their smart devices, and it's obvious all around of what's going on. Americans are very, very routine um, as far as that goes, in my opinion. Um, this started with a telegram, which later improved to a landline telephones. Non-physical contact forms of communication just kept moving forward, like pagers, um, car phones, emails, cell phones now, and platforms like that we use, the Microsoft Teams, the chats, the Zoom meetings, the Apple meetings. There's just like so many platforms of those types of things. It's crazy that when I was a little girl, my grandparents were still using the rotary phones. Today we use our cell phone for everything. Calls, phone, TV, it's like an all-in-one device. Sometimes I wish we could kind of go back to the good old days because it seemed like we were more connected than we really are now at this day and age. For me, it's something that I try to keep away from my kiddos. Without forward progression, there would never have been all that great technological, I can't say that word, advancements that we enjoy here in America today. All of these technologies like internet, cell phones, etc., has improved the way we conduct the world, commerce, and even education for this matter. I mean, our class is completely 100% online, and we're utilizing YouTube cameras, all this stuff now for this assignment. Um, with online learning, it has evolved and become a more credible way to obtain undergrad, master's degree, doctorate degrees, highly expensive. Um, that wasn't always the case because of the transition and acceptance non-physical contact learning. However, it was stated in the article from the International Journal of Management, December 2018, titled um, Adoption, Continuance, and Learning Outcome, a review of literature, and I quote, information system services and instructor qualities are positively related to the continuation intention of the perceived ease use. perceived usefulness, perceived enjoyment. Furthermore, individuals who experience low for total involvement in an online task tend to be motivated to continue activities. Although online learning is a convenient way, it still takes away from the student and physical interaction. And I learned this as we did group assignments in this course. It was quite different. Um, okay, in closing, it is imperative to take what Horace Minor was trying to convey in this article, that although Narsima was different from the outside world, that we look out to our own culture and rituals before casting judgment. That's important. Just if just as we look to other cultures as strange and weird, those same cultures look at us the same. So, with respect to understanding one another, culture should always be practiced, even if we think it's strange. And that's really something that I think about, because as a foster parent and having multicultural family, from African American kiddos to a Hispanic, and then my step kids are white, it's quite the experience, to say the less. And I can see how some people are like, that's weird or anything like that, because we're all different when we walk in a room and there's 12 of us, and I'm like talking to my kiddos and saying stuff. So I can definitely see that. I hope you guys enjoy this video. My first time ever doing this. I hope I sounded okay. Thank you so much.